What's going on, everyone? I wanted to dedicate a video sort of talking about Ghostface as a character in the upcoming Scream 5. And of course, have a discussion with you all, hear your opinions, and what you would like to see as well. So make sure you join it down in the comments below. And before we jump into it, be sure to like this video. It helps me out a lot. It lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Join this wonderful Scream community, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notifications, and stay up to date on all things Scream. So, when it comes to Ghostface, what do we know? So far, they have said that he is stealthier, he is more dark, that he's gonna be more creative, that he's going to be sort of a different type of Ghostface in a lot of ways. Like, up until this point, Ghostface has always been kind of clumsy. He's always been kind of, human in a lot of ways. And not that they're going to make Ghostface, Jason or Michael or something like that. No, I don't think anything like that. But I think they'll make it more realistic, because most Ghostface, if in reality they would just find their target, boom, eliminate it essentially. Where this Ghostface is real up until this point has really been about taunting, especially the first one. Billy and Stu were really great about taunting their victims, and like famous scenes like with the car where they're showing the keys, and it's just the playing the games and making the calls and answering questions. They're just messing with their victims. Number two, it was they were a little more brutal, especially Randy, but again, they weren't like hardcore Ghostface. Three, Roman was brutal. Roman was about like, let's just not get rid of everybody. He was straight to the point in a lot of ways, especially most of the kills. There were a couple that, he did kind of take a little while, draw it out, but for the most part, he was in and out. I mean, attacked him, did his thing, boom, done. And then four, they were brutal. A lot of people have the opinion that it was the most brutal of all of them, that some of those kills were the best. But I would like to see it be more like the TV show, if you've seen it. The kills are much more gruesome, they're much more creative, the Ghostface is more brutal, and I want that. I want the darker. I want this to be a bloodbath. You know what I mean? Like, I want Scream to just get anybody that's in his way. Like, he has a target, boom. I would love to see something that we've never really seen, and that's casualties. We've never really seen casualties in the Scream universe. It's always taking targets when somebody's alone. Like, show me something where like Drew's family comes home, but instead of them finding her, boom, they run into Ghostface and they're a casualty. I'd really love to see something like that. Give us some just random kills, because they were just wrong place, wrong time, and Ghostface is just that psychotic, that bizarre. Like, I want to see some kills that are just you're watching on the screen like, whoa, like that was something. Again, be creative, be stealthy, be more realistic. I mean, obviously today's time, if we're talking realism, most people that are trying to get rid of somebody else are just gonna pull up, boom, bang, it's over type thing. I wouldn't even mind a couple kills, a kill or two like that, where they kind of go and just eliminate their target immediately. But I would like to see some creative kills. Get off the knife. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you still need to have those scenes, those kills, just because it's synonymous with Ghostface. Even the image has him with his little knife, get ready to poke people. Like, that is what you want to see. It's those are the kind of kills. They're more personal. They're more brutal. Joker from the Batman had a very good point. Like, do you want to know which one of your friends are cowards? Like, type thing. Like, it's that like evilness that draws out because Ghostface uses a knife. And I'd like to see more of that. I want to see a more methodical, just stealthier, brutal Ghostface, outside of what we've gotten with the clumsiness and stuff like that. I want, like, if the victim gets away, it's because they decided that they wanted them to leave. Like, they wanted to, send a message or do something, whatever that may be. And then again, casualties. I'd love to see sort of a cop come in to save the day, and boom, he's done. You know, we kind of got that in Scream 4. You know, you had the cops outside, but that was just kind of like they had to get rid of him. I'm talking about like unnecessary casualties. Like, you know, the family comes home and Ghostface could have already been gone, but he's just waiting to, because he heard the car pull up, and instead of taking off, he's like, well, they're gonna die too because they're here, you know. Or a janitor at some school that he just poked a couple people and now he's, oh well, you're there, you know. Like, I want to see stuff like that, some creativeness, some people that you're just like, oh come, like they shouldn't have died. Like, I want a more brutal, like, just give me like a raw Ghostface. And I really could see something like that with these new producers. I mean, they produced films like Ready or Not, stuff like that, where it's madness. It was a bloodbath in a lot of ways. You know, I don't want to spoil that film for those that haven't seen it, but yeah, those that have, like, you get, especially like the end, like I want to see stuff like that. I mean, I don't want it to be too gory, too over the top, to where that's just the focus, you know, because that seems to be a trend with a lot of movies. They're like, pump out as much gore as we can. You know, we just poured 5 gallons of blood on him. Like, nope, another 5. Like, no, I don't want anything like that. But I don't mind it being brutal. I don't mind the Ghostface being more realistic, more to form. Because anybody that's this crazy, and that was the one thing that Billy got the best out of all of the Ghostface, in my opinion. He was just psychotic in a lot of ways. He was very methodical. Everything was well thought out. He had it all sort of figured out in a lot of ways, and just and almost and he just enjoyed being that guy, being that killer, being that sort of decider of life. And I want to see that again. I want to see a Ghostface that isn't just for revenge. Like, I would even be okay if the Ghostface, and this is for me, and again, join the discussion down in the comments because I'd love to hear from you and what you think. But for me, I would be okay with the reveal at the end when they're like, why did you do this? And they're just like, because I've always wanted to kill people, or something like that. You know, just like that psychotic, like, what? Like, you know, it's the whole saying, you know, no motive is scarier than a motive. And I agree with that. Like, I have no problem with, especially if there's more than one, like one killer being like, you know, I did it because whatever, you know, I'm Sydney's cousin's brother's nephew, because that's always seems to be the trend. They're related to Sydney to some degree. And then the other killer's like, why are you the killer? And it's just like, because I thought it would be fun, because I just, you know, they were like, hey, you want to start killing people? And I was like, yeah, I do. Like, that just just pure darkness, that pure evil. Like, why are you doing this? Like, because I can, you know, because I want to be the decider type. It's just something that I really want to see with Ghostface. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Join the discussion. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, again, what are you doing? Come on, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notifications. Join this wonderful Scream community. Have all these discussions with us all. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you.